Hey guys, it's Metal Bum here. I've got another unboxing. I wanted to do a quick one because I haven't been doing as many videos as I wanted to. This one I'm opening up platinum.
Platinum, baby.
So this was actually a deal from Provident, which has been just killing it with the deals recently. But they were selling these, I think they're 1/10 ounce platinum Britannias. Yeah, it's 1/10 ounce Great Britain platinum Britannias, and they package things really well. Pretty good customer service. I've had some, like anytime I've had an issue in the past, they've really quickly handled them. So I do dig Provident Metals. Shout outs to them. But anyways, I also have my gold 1/10 ounce Eagles, and just wanted to show you this as a comparison. This right here is a Canadian. Oh wait, actually that's a 1.5 Canadian. This is a 1 ounce Philharmonic, just to show you the size. You know, it's not a very thick coin. This is a gold 1/10 ounce gold Eagle 2008. And this right here is the tiny little platinum Britannia. I'm gonna just take it out and touch it. It is just bullion, so I'll compare it side by side with my gold 1/10 ounce. And so the thing about platinum is actually denser than gold. So usually, like I've held a 1 ounce platinum coin, and I've held it next to, let me move the light over a little. I've held it next to my 1/10 ounce gold, or 1 ounce to 1 ounce, and a gold coin to a platinum coin before, and that's when I first noticed that like the platinum coin is definitely a little bit smaller. It's a substantial amount smaller because it is thinner as well. So and it's also slightly smaller, but they made it almost the same size actually, now that I hold them side by side. But it's got that intricate, if you can look really close, I'm not sure if the camera is catching that, but see the intricate, almost like a security feature in the background of around the queen. It's pretty cool. And just the 1/10 ounce of gold is just for comparison. Pretty cool, huh? This, I think I got it for, I think just a little bit over spot. I can't remember the exact amount, so I don't want to say it. I might just put it in writing underneath. But it was a pretty cool, I think it was only like $6 over spot or something. And usually platinum, because it's harder to, it's not as malleable as gold, unlike gold, which is more malleable and easier to deal with, but you can also like easily dent it. But anyways, here's just a little showcase, platinum. Okay guys, I am on macrotrends.net. It's a great place to look at long-term and just kind of play with these different charts. But if you can see, this chart goes, I just have it right now set on down. You can kind of play with it a little bit, but I have it set back to 2000, going all the way up to current day 2019. As you can see, like gold and platinum have kind of diverged, and they've also reversed in value because platinum, at least in the last decade, was valued higher for most of that time. Recently, gold has just taken over the value of platinum, largely because there's kind of this turnaround of sentiment as to what platinum is, whether platinum is considered money, and it's definitely a precious metal, but like gold is kind of used more as like a hedge and safe haven asset, with a reverse correlation to the stock market. So people like tend to hoard it when there's a lot of like uncertainty in the markets, when there's overvalued stocks, and then also right now when it seems like the yields on bonds are going to go down, people would rather hold gold because they think that gold can go up in value versus stocks. So yeah, as you can see, the gold is kind of going up in value a lot, up to 1400 to today's price, which is 1400. And then back here, you see that platinum is down at these levels. You got to go back to here. It's at around 800, 8 something right now, but it keeps holding this price range. I've noticed. See, when it keeps hitting this $800 price, and it hit it here, and it hit it way back in 2003, like right there, and it's kind of or 2004, a couple times in 2004, it hit, or just once right there. And as you can see, that's a resistance line, and we keep hitting that resistance line. So it might actually, because it keeps hitting that, it might actually crash below it, or it might keep bouncing off of it. But it's likely that because it's hit that so many times that it could go lower. I'm not saying it will, but there's a couple TA guys, technical analysis guys, that I've been following, and they kind of have said that. But then again, there's a reason why this resistance line keeps holding, because it's kind of like a barrier that will keep supporting it. So it'll keep supporting it above 800. So sometimes it goes down to like 790. And to me, that could be a good time to just buy and consider holding it for long term, because over time, it's probably going to go back up to these highs again. That being said, it's uncertain because platinum is looked at as more of an industrial. So if we do have a steep recession, look what happened in the last recession. It really declined. In the previous recession, it declined a lot. So will that happen this time? It's hard to say, because it's been depressed for so long, so it's likely it'll continue to go down. I mean, it's gone down so much that will it go down a lot more? Maybe not, but up here it was an uptrend, so once it hit that recession, it had to drop a lot. Here it's already down and so depressed, so will it go even more depressed? If it does, I'm ready to buy it down at 600, 400, these lower levels. That being said, nobody knows for sure, because when you go back, there's no crystal ball. You can only like use your experience and your like any logic to try to predict these things as much as possible. Not predict them, but just try to hold a ratio. And what I do right now is I'm holding a ratio of, and I'll share with you my, before I will actually first show you again my little cute platinum and gold coins. But I'll show you guys how I am diversifying my portfolio. I mainly have real estate, and this is a business to me, so I have it really heavy in real estate. I use the checks and the cash flow from the real estate, and I do something called value add. I fix up properties, refinance them or sell them. Usually I just refinance them or sell them and put them into larger properties. Long story short, basically. Anyways, that's why that's so heavy. But besides that, everything else is in almost equal portions. I'm going to hold a lot of cash because I use the cash to purchase more real estate or to purchase any dips that I have that happen in the markets. So if the stock market crashes, I'm going to just try to buy stuff when it's super low. So like, when Turkey crashed a while ago, that's when I bought Turkish stocks. When the stock market in the US crashed in 2008, I bought in 2009 when it was at the very bottom. When gold is at its ultimate lows, which looks like now, like these lows right here, that's when I would be buying. I buy platinum while it's very low. It could go down even more, and if it goes down more, I'll dollar cost average in more. You buy when there's blood in the streets, and that's how value buyers buy. They buy when things are undervalued. So that's why I keep the cash on hand. And if you just keep these ratios within your portfolio and try to stick to them as much as possible, it's very difficult to. But if you do, then you can just rebalance them. So if cryptocurrencies go through the floor, I will reallocate. And let's say bonds go up for whatever reason. Bonds don't really go up like that. Sometimes they do. But let's say just hypothetically, they go up to 10% and cryptocurrencies go down to 1%. Later on that year, I'll rebalance it back into 5%, thus buying low, selling high. So if stocks crashed like they did back in 2009, I would use the cash and buy a lot of stocks, or I will take out of other things like gold and put back into stocks. And so it's kind of like what hedge funds do. They just rebalance their portfolios. But the main thing when you're doing finances, and no, I'm not a financial planner, do not accept this as financial advice, blah, 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 blah. Make sure that you keep some sort of portfolio allocation and some sort of game plan for whatever you do. Anyways, guys, Metal Bums out. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.